Love that Fate Chalice. Fire Blast.
Something to the area. Not good. It's behaving differently. Be careful.
Oh. Alright, there it goes. Stands up. Goes on. Oh my god.
There's no way.
No. Ah, tried to do it in time. Didn't go. Ah, fuck. I'm dead. Thank you. Yes. Not as big as the Fatalis, but got some size on it. Not the easiest fight in the world, but not the hardest either. Strikes a good balance. Mm-hmm.
my boy! Against all odds, you found another way. You hunters are incredible.
Appreciate it.
You chose a path that we never could.
Tashin, we can choose. Arkfeld chose too. It found its own way to live. So did the other Guardians. And now, it's time for the Keepers to step away from duty and truly live. Thank you for everything.
Alright. Beat the story, guys. Main campaign is done. Time to unlock high rank and do it again. Group of the hero. The game had its ups, it had its downs. I'm still gonna be continuing to stream the game, obviously. Storyline wise, I felt like they just did too much. There was too much hand holding. Down to the very end, it was just too hand holdy. They need to go back to making Monster Hunter what it used to be, where they just allow you to quest and pick your quest and almost choose your own destiny. And you know, you have key quests, which are great, but I feel that if they want people to really do all the content, they should have it to where they go back to the old hunter rank system. Not necessarily key quests, but almost force people to actually hunt and do all the quests before you can move on to the next hunter rank. So you shouldn't have to hunt like 10 different monsters or subspecies. The franchise has so many monsters that they can make it possible. And they could play around with the ranks a little bit, right? So they could even move like the Rathalos up in rank or move the Raytheon down in rank, just to keep that balance of gameplay throughout and just make them hit harder. I love the Charge Blade from Monster Hunter 4U. I thought the weapon was at its best right there. The creators of the weapon felt that the weapon was too powerful, so they nerfed it down to the ground, and they keep on nerfing it consistently. They brought out the Savage Axe mode, and since they brought out the Savage Axe mode, I just feel like, I don't know, the weapon took a step back. Definitely. I think we should just be able to use our ulti at any point when you're in axe mode. You shouldn't have to build up into your SAED. You should just be able to do it. So, those are my thoughts on the game. The game ran smooth. There was only 1 or 2 hitches every now and then. I'm playing on PlayStation 5. I'm capturing the game on my Elgato, and my PC is pretty strong, so you didn't really see too many hitches, or what do they want to call them. Yeah, long story short, you didn't see too many hitches on PlayStation 5. And you know, it's just one of those things where game systems are built to play games, and when you have, I'm pretty sure I could have played the game on my PC, but these games aren't made with PC in mind first. That comes secondly. It's almost like they're porting the game. And with that being said, gaming on PC will never be that fluid, because unless you have a very strong computer like I do, and even when you do, it still has hitches, it still has bugs. It's not worth it. So games like this I like to play on PlayStation. The weapon pathing was pretty good. I thought they did a pretty good job with the weapon pathing. Not a big fan of weapons themselves having skills, because it makes you kind of only want to use certain weapons. I think they would have been better off leaving it to where weapons have gem slots and have more gem slots than gear themselves. Really didn't see too much gem slots on gear yet, on armor, but let's see, maybe that'll change in high rank. Yeah, they need to take a step back from trying to make the focus about the story. Monster Hunter has never been about the story, so just focus on what made your franchise good. And I know you're trying to draw in new players, I get it, but I don't know. You could pretty much just stick to the bread and butter. Stick to what people love. The original lovers of this game. Stick to what we like. You know, it's okay to change things here and there every now and then, but for game design changes, like the Charge Blade just not being able to ulti at any given time, it just feels bad. It feels really bad, because you should be Savage Axe should be good. But I feel like with you not losing any files while Savage Axe is up, and then only losing half a file for the super, I feel like that's not enough. Like, you need to be losing files when using that mode, or else you're just gonna abuse circle, 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 circle. Or they could leave it that way, honest to God, but just make you be able to ulti at any point, because once you knock a monster out or you knock a monster over, you want to be able to hit that ulti, and you want that ulti to do a significant amount of damage, because you're losing all your files. So that's just how I feel. Not a fan of necessarily having to perfect guard to get the Savage Axe mode to work. I don't like that. I also don't like, and maybe I'm tripping, maybe this is not how it goes, but I also don't like when you have your shield charged and you guard something and then you go to do your super and you end up doing your SAED. I sometimes you just want to let go of a super really fast, you know? Not a big fan of that at all. I like that they allowed you to charge and then charge directly into your shield. I think that's a good design, but there's never a good time to charge your shield. It's almost not even worth it, because everything in this game is blockable except for that one monster that carded me that had that behemoth mechanic where you gotta knock the thing off the ceiling and hide behind it. Other than that, everything is like guardable. Excuse me, everything is blockable. So yeah, man. That's just it. Pretty solid game. Pretty solid game. I wish that they had the big boxes in the game that you could just go to the box and restock easier than going to the tent. I don't know why they took away that quality of life change that they implemented from generations ago. That needs to come back. Like, I understand we have this whole base camp system, whatever, but when you're at the main camp, pop-up camps, but when you're at your main camp, there should be a box there. Honest to God, like, just, or even the pop-up camps, just put a box there. Let us be able to restock easier. I don't know. I thought that was a bad design. And then I liked the fact that we can gather resources like herbs or shock the thunderbugs and things like that in between the quests. Now we can only gather rations in between the quests. I want back the system to where we can gather different resources and choose between them outside of the questing, you know? So those are the changes that I would like to see implemented. There are so many core things that they did right from the past generations that they need to just bring back. Give the game a solid 7 out of 10.
So they found the Keeper's village and unraveled the mystery of the White Wraith. They even managed to see the boy home safe. Truly impressive. However, to learn that it was artificial life.
The Guardian Arkveld scoured the land for a more lucrative energy source. By absorbing the properties of those sources, it was able to achieve a higher state of living.
Unfortunately, after learning predation, it became unable to control its intake of wyvern milk. Intoxicated by the surplus of energy, it descended into madness. These were the findings of the expedition?
Yes, sir. But this report has just come in.
Wyveria's ultimate guardian, Zoshia, awoke from its resting place. It fed off the Dragon Torch, the heart of the Forbidden Lands ecosystem, to evolve itself. And by doing so, threw the weather of the surrounding regions into disarray. Cognizant of the long-term repercussions, Avis Unit made the agonizing decision to put Zoshia to rest. A life-altering end. Just as Alma said, that hunter is something else.
Sir, if I may, why do you think the people of Wyveria created the Guardians? For what purpose would they endanger themselves with monsters like Zoshia?
I dare not dishonor them with conjecture.
The details require finesse, but it seems the door is open to diplomatic overtures between East and West. The Guild, I know, is eager to open communications with the Forbidden Lands.
No. We will hold off Should that branch be extended, it must be from them. More importantly, this Dragon Torch, was it? Uncontrollable energy, upon which an entire ecosystem depends. They intend to continue their research on it, and the artificial monsters.
While it's safe for now, the Dragon Torch and Guardians are in a precarious balance. There are worries surrounding its artificial nature.
My take is this. Both mankind and their creations play a role in the ecosystem. If nothing else, nature will always surpass humanity's expectations. This expedition was not seen through without flaw. But, so long as there are hunters, we can handle whatever may come.
Alma! Hunter! Is it true?
Come on.
Beta. What is it, Arkveld, baby? He looks kind of cool in his armor.
It's Arkveld's.
Not gonna lie.
The will to live always finds a way. From one generation to the next.